Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back if you're new here. My name is Hannah and I'm a New York City based YouTuber who makes mostly vlogs but also some topic videos about the city and other things that interest me. And today I'm going to be sharing how much my YouTube channel made from ad revenue in 2024 with about 3,000 subscribers. I've made similar videos to this one in the past about my first month monetized, my first 6 months monetized, my first year monetized, but after that I kind of figured the milestones were over and didn't really plan to make any more of these. This was until a couple of weeks ago when Alexis Eldridge posted a video about how much she made in 2024 as a full-time YouTuber. And at the beginning, she said something that really struck me about how when her channel was still small, she was seeking out videos like this one is about to be, about how much money you can make as a small channel. And that all the videos that she was finding were much larger channels with hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers. And so I realized there's a need for this kind of content out there for smaller creators. So I'm gonna keep making these videos every year. Huge shout out to Alexis, by the way. Her video was so great and she has made several videos like this even back when her channel was still very, very small. So if you're interested in this topic, you should definitely go check out her videos and I will link the one that I was specifically referring to in the video description. I'm going to go over my analytics and how much money I made each month throughout all of 2024, but before we get into that, I just want to give a quick overview of how I even got here and how you make money on YouTube in the first place. So to get monetized on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have hit 4,000 watch time hours within the past 12 months. This wasn't a thing back when I got monetized, but you can also get 10 million views on YouTube Shorts instead to get monetized. Shorts were brand new back when I got monetized, and I don't think that that even existed yet then, but it is an option now. For me, I posted my first video on September 19th of 2020, and within 1 year, I gained 710 subscribers. So I wasn't even monetized for more than a year. It took me about a year and 8 months. I hit my 4,000 watch time hours really quickly. That was within my first 6 months. I had a couple of videos in the beginning that did pretty well, so I think that gave me a boost. And I hit 1,000 subscribers on May 9th of 2022 and got officially monetized on May 12th. It takes a few days for them to verify that you're eligible. Once you meet the requirements to get monetized, the amount of subscribers that you have, honestly, it doesn't actually matter that much. It is all about the views that your videos are getting, as well as some other factors, which leads me to CPM and RPM. So now you might be like, Hannah, what are these acronyms? What are you talking about? CPM means cost per mil. The cost per mil is the amount of money that an advertiser is willing to pay per 1,000 views on a video. This metric is not super important for a creator to think about because there's not a whole lot we can do about it. We don't control the advertising budgets. So I'm going to spend more time talking about RPM, which means revenue per mil. The revenue per mil is the amount of money that a content creator actually makes per 1,000 views on their video after YouTube takes their cut. A lot of different factors go into the RPM, some of which you have some control over and some you don't really. Some of these factors are the length of your video. Longer videos tend to have higher RPMs. How long someone actually spends watching your video, if they click off within 30 seconds or if they watch the whole thing is going to make a difference. How many ads are placed on your videos, if people are skipping the ads or watching the ads all the way through. The location and demographics of the people watching your video can matter also. Sometimes advertisers are willing to pay more to reach a certain demographic. And the topic of your video can matter too. Some topics just tend to get higher RPMs. Finance is one that usually has a really high RPM because the type of advertisers that are looking to advertise on finance content tend to have higher budgets. So now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get into looking at 2024. We're gonna go through month by month and look at my analytics, including how much I made, of course, as well as my average RPM for the month. And we'll also take a look at what my top performing videos were in that month and if there were any outliers making a month especially different from any of the others or anything like that. In January, I posted 3 videos, which is a little less than usual. For most of the year, I posted once a week. So, 4 or 5 videos a month, depending on how many Saturdays fell within the month. So this is a little less. I got 6,354 views, 520.8 watch time hours. I guess we can look at subscribers too, even though it's not super relevant to the money I made. It's right here next to everything else and it's kind of fun. So I got 31 new subscribers that month and I made $37.38. My average RPM for the month was $5.90. And I'm looking at all of this data with you guys in real time right now. So I don't know how that compares to the rest of the year. So I guess we will see. My top performing video of this month was posted on April 23rd, 2022, so a very long time ago. It was one of my neighborhood guide videos that are pretty popular on my channel. I haven't made one in a long time, honestly, just because they take a lot of time and planning, but I am posting on YouTube less this year than I have in the past, so I'm hoping to get back to those. But within the month of January, this got 504 views. The view numbers you're seeing to the right here are within the month we're talking about, not total. Oh, February was a leap year. In February, I posted 3 videos again. Slacker. Not weekly, I missed a week there. But I got 6,625 views on my channel in February, 562.4 watch time hours, 46 new subscribers, and I made $62.34. So this is a prime example of why RPM matters so much. My views were very similar to what they were in January, but I made a lot more money, and that is because my RPM for this month was $9.44, up from $5 and something, whatever it was. That is a really big increase, and I made almost double the money for pretty much the same amount of views. My top 5 videos for the month have changed a little bit. We see some of the same ones on here: the Roosevelt Island guide, the St. Martin video, and how much YouTube paid me in my first 6 months monetized. Another one of these, which none of these were posted within the month of February, but now the top video was posted within the month of February. Our rent prices finally dropping, reacting to NYC apartments. This is a video series that I make seasonally, and they always do really well on my channel, so I'm not surprised to see that that took the top spot for February. In March, I posted 4 videos. That's great, we're back. And I have some more views to show for it. 7,609 views for the month of March. Watch time hours are 642.4. I gained 59 new subscribers in March, and I made $66.44. My RPM is back down a little bit at $8.79, but not as low as it was in January. And I'm thinking it was so low in January because advertisers tend to not have as much money right after the holidays. And I think this is pretty standard for most channels. Again, in my top 5 videos for the month, we only have one in spot number 5 there that was posted within the month of March, and that was when I auditioned for the President's Own Marine Band in Washington, D.C. That NYC guide to the Upper West Side that took the top spot was on there in February too, but I didn't call it out, but now it has made it to the very top spot. It surpassed the Roosevelt Island guide. These are very similar videos, just different neighborhoods. As I said, they usually do pretty well. I should make some more of those. In April, I posted 4 videos. I got a nice round number of 7,200 views. I got 562.3 watch time hours. I gained 41 new subscribers, and I made $55.63. My RPM in April was down even a little bit more at $7.79. Are we at all surprised by these top 5 videos for the month? Because I am not really. We still have that Upper West Side guide hanging in at the top spot. Now we also have my downtown Brooklyn neighborhood guide making it in at number 4. And that video was from over a year ago and just suddenly picked up views right here. I'm not sure why. Again, we only have one video that was actually posted within this month. It's at the number 3 spot, and it's another one of those reacting to New York City apartments videos that I said I post every season and always do well. Let's move on to May. I am really excited to talk about May because May was a big month for my channel. In May, I moved into this apartment that we are sitting in right now, and I filmed a moving series. Moving series are always popular on YouTube, and this particular one had a whole extra element to it because I moved because my husband and I won the New York City housing lottery, which is just wild. I don't want to get into explaining, all about that in this video, but as you're about to see, I have several videos on the topic, so I will link some of those if you're interested. In May, I posted 4 videos, and my channel got 26,376 views, 2,000 watch time hours. I gained 391 subscribers and made $168.89. This month was my single best month in the history of my YouTube channel. My RPM went down even more to $6.44, but it didn't matter because I just got so many more views than usual. Are you bathing in front of all these people? For the very first time, 4 out of my 5 top performing videos were posted in the month of May. These were the only 4 videos I posted in the month of May, and the views are so much higher than usual. The top one had 12,022 views just within that month, which is a lot for me in comparison, as you saw. June was also a big month for me. The videos that I posted in May were still getting views, and my moving series was still going on into June. So in June, I got 11,146 views, 1.1K watch time hours. I gained 51 subscribers and made $104.38. My RPM went way back up to $9.41 in June. And I think I might have an idea why. Out of my top 5 videos in June, 3 of them are actually from the month of June. 1 of them is for May, and then that Upper West Side guide is still hanging on. This top video here, how to win the New York City housing lottery. Keep an eye on that one because to this day, that video is still really performing on my channel. It has done very well, but it also has consistently had a very high RPM. And I think that is what skewed my average RPM for this month. July was still a good month for me. May and the moving series really turned my channel around. July was very similar to June, and even though neither of those months were as good as May, they were both a lot better than the first 4 months of the year were. In July, I posted 3 videos. I got 11,546 views, 1,000 watch time hours. I gained 46 subscribers and made $101.11. So something else to note here about these past 3 months is that in order for YouTube to pay you every single month, you have to make at least $100, which I hadn't really done before. I'd been getting paid out every other month. But for May on through a lot of the rest of the year, I got paid every single month. So that was pretty cool. My RPM in July was $8.80. So since May now, my top 5 videos have been made up of mostly new content, which was such a big improvement over January to April where it was all just really old content. My new stuff was not getting much traction at all. Now it is. We still have that How to Win the Housing Lottery video hanging on in the #1 spot, and followed by, let's see, three of the remaining videos here were within the month of July. Running my first 5K changed my life. I love that video. That's one of my favorite videos I've ever made. I was also nervous about it because it was over 40 minutes long, which was the longest video that I've ever posted, but it did really well. People really seemed to like it, and I did too, so I'm very proud of that one. We still have that first vlog about winning the housing lottery from May, from the moving series, and then just a couple of random vlogs in here too. I think at this point I just had so many new viewers that were curious about my other content aside from the moving series. So that was pretty cool. In August, it still seems like we are coasting from the moving series a little bit. I posted 4 videos, got 13,385 views, 1.2K watch time hours. I gained 75 subscribers and made $118.81. My RPM in August was up a little bit from the last month at $8.91. I forgot about something wild that happened. So in our top 4 spots here, we see some of the usual videos. In the top spot, we still have the How to Win the Housing Lottery video. The second one, Living Alone in NYC, I think the title got people to click. First of all, living alone vlogs are really popular on the internet. For another, I'm married. So living alone was a little bit clickbaity. My husband was out of town for a couple of weeks and I wanted to make a living alone video because, you know, I usually don't live alone. So that got a lot of people to click, I think. Wonder how the retention is on that. The retention is not bad, so people didn't get mad at me and click off. That's good. The one that I really want to talk about though is this video from 2022, January 2022, a very old video at this point, made it into the top 5. It got 765 views this month. And that is because an English teacher in South Korea decided to assign his class this video to watch, to learn English and to learn about landmarks in America, I guess. It's everything you need to know before visiting the Brooklyn Bridge. And not only did this get a ton of views, I believe all the students were required to comment in English is the impression I got, because I got all of these comments from students in South Korea watching this video, which is just so cool. If any of you are still around, thank you. That totally made my month. In September, I posted 4 videos and my channel got 10,692 views. My watch time hours are down at 915.2. Ugh. 73 new subscribers in the month of September and I made $96.37. So we're back down under $100, meaning I did not get paid out this month. It would have had to wait for the next month. The RPM is pretty good this month though at $9.04. A lot is happening in this month. If you look at my top content, still we have that How to Win the Housing Lottery video in the top spot. It's not going to surprise me if it stays that way for the rest of the year. But in the number 2 spot for the first time this year, we have Best Things to Do in NYC in December, which was posted in December of 2022. That video did not do well when I first posted it. I mean, it did fine. It just did kind of normal. And then in 2023, at about this time of year, it just started getting a ton of views. And then in the beginning of 2024, dwindled, and now it's back. And I think it's because people are searching for this topic around September when they're planning their New York City trips for December. So that's cool. And then in August, my husband and I traveled to the UK. I did a whole travel vlog series and these started getting posted within September. So 2 of those are taking spots 3 and 4. And now the Upper West Side neighborhood guide is back. So I feel like in this month, you know, things were cooling off from the moving series, but then I also had this travel content that wasn't doing bad, and then this Things to Do in December video picking up views again. So it kind of balanced it out a little bit, but September still wasn't quite as good as the months prior. In October, I posted 3 videos, and I'm realizing that I missed more uploads than I realized in 2024, but I got 11,183 views, 912.4 watch time hours. I gained 51 new subscribers and made $99.50. So close to 100, but it's okay because it'll combine with last month when I also didn't get paid out, so I'll just get like a nice big payout in October here. Or I did. That has already happened. This is the past. My RPM was still pretty good at $8.94. In October, we still have the same 2 videos holding on to spot 1 and 2. And then we have travel vlogs, 2 of which are posted in October, 1 at the end of September from the UK trip, filling the other 3 spots here. Other. I feel like I said other weird just then. In November, I posted 4 videos, but it looks like I did in fact miss an upload. There were just 5 Saturdays in November, but my channel got 10,937 views, 910.5 watch time hours. I gained 62 subscribers and made $101.36, just enough to get paid out. My RPM went up a little bit from the last month to $9.31. Remember back in January when my RPM was $5 and something and I was like, I don't know if that's good or not. It wasn't. Oh, so in November, the best things to do in New York City in December video surpassed the How to Win the Housing Lottery video for the #1 spot by not many views, 30 something views, 35 views. But that makes sense because it's November. A lot of people are really thinking about their December trips to the city. At #3, we have a video that is from the same month, and it's another one of those looking at New York City apartments on Street Easy videos that I make seasonally that always do well. At #4, another one of the travel vlogs from my UK trip is still there. I think out of those videos, this one overall did the best, so that makes sense. And then in #5, we have a video that was posted on November 23rd. So it got a lot of views really quickly. I was really proud of that video. I like that video a lot. And it also had my very first paid brand deal in it. So that was really cool. I started getting offered brand deals, by the way, for the first time. Paid ones. I've gotten free product for several years, but I got my first paid brand deal offer back in the midst of the moving series. I actually didn't take that one, and I didn't take a couple more that I was offered after it just because I didn't feel comfortable with the brands that were asking. You know, I only want to promote things that I genuinely feel good about promoting, and I didn't. In October though, I received an offer from a brand called Go Brunch. I thought they were really awesome, and I did a paid brand deal for them in November, my very first one. And yeah, that was really exciting. So you can in fact get brand deals as a small creator. Again, they're not really looking at your subscriber count so much as your views and just how your channel is doing at a given time. Like, the subscribers just don't matter all that much after you have enough to hit monetization. Last month of the year, let's go, December. So in December, I only posted 3 videos, which is very out of character for my channel. In the past, I have done Vlogmas, or I have done an increased posting schedule where I post twice or 3 times or something a week. And this year I didn't do anything, and I missed an upload, and I was just really busy in December. That's not what this video is about. I talked a lot about burnout and feeling overwhelmed and stuff in the last video I posted, where I set goals and made a vision board for 2025. You can watch that if you're interested in that topic. That's not for this video, but December was definitely lacking in comparison to previous years on my channel. So my channel got 8,988 views in December, 727.8 watch time hours. I gained 52 new subscribers and made $74.83. My RPM was $8.34 in December. The top 2 videos have flipped back to the housing lottery video being #1 and the best things to do video being #2. I guess by the time December rolls around, people have already planned their December trips and they don't need to look anymore. And the views there's a big difference there. 1,861 for the housing lottery video and 596 for the best things to do in December. So that one really dropped in views. But this time around, the remaining 3 videos in the top 5 were, 2 of them were from December. One was from November 30th, so I feel like it counts. All right, we've made it. We have gone through every month of 2024, and it is finally time for the totals. So in all of 2024, my videos got 132,041 views, which was a 13% increase over the previous year. My channel got 11.1K watch time hours, which was a 21% increase over the previous year. I gained 978 subscribers, which was a 27% increase over the previous year. And before I reveal the total revenue, I just want to go down memory lane just a little bit, and let's talk about the previous years that I've been monetized. So as I said much earlier in the video, I was monetized in May of 2022. So in the entire year of 2022, which was just from May on, I made $519.37 on YouTube. In 2023, which was my first full year being monetized, I made $674.77. So in 2024, in a 61% increase over 2023, I made $1,087.02. My average RPM for the whole year was $8.27, which I am pretty pleased with considering I started the year with an RPM of not even $6. So there you have it. That is how much money I made in 2024 with a small YouTube channel of roughly 3,000 subscribers. I'm really pleased with the growth that my channel has made over the past few years, but is that enough money to adequately compensate for the amount of time that I spend making videos? No, no, it is not. And that is why I always tell people who are looking to get into making YouTube videos that you should only do it if it is something that you are genuinely passionate about and enjoy doing, even if you're not making money from it or making very little money from it. And then if you blow up on YouTube and become this huge creator and can make it your full-time job, amazing. That's just a bonus and you're gonna have a job that you absolutely love. I really hope you found this video helpful, or at least just interesting or something. If you've enjoyed it at all, please give it a like for me. It really does help me out with getting the YouTube algorithm to push my videos out to more amazing people like you who might also be interested in my videos. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very soon. Bye!